everyone.
The tentatively untitled Spider-Man 4 is the upcoming fourth Spider-Man movie by Marvel Studios within the MCU. Beyond the fact that Tom Holland is set to return as the Webhead himself, or Peter Parker, there's not a lot known about the movie thus far. Nevertheless, though, those rumors have been abound and circulating around about the movie's potential direction, though it might help if that said direction is a bit more low-key moving forward for this character. One issue that the previous Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man movies had was that they prioritized other heroes a bit too much. This made Spidey himself something of an afterthought, even, with his individual mythos suffering accordingly. Thus, the fourth incoming and entry to his series needs to do away with this problem, even if the developing of the multiversal saga goes on by the wayside because of it. That being said, I'm simply asking and requesting that it's going to be a bit more low-key, a more street level, and this is something exactly of what those rumors have circulating around have kind of said about Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland. The previous MCU Spider-Man movies have all shared that one major trait. Spider-Man always shared the screen with other more or less unrelated heroes and properties. This first manifested in Spider-Man Homecoming, wherein Spider-Man, Peter Parker, was essentially a glorified sidekick to Iron Man. Not that that's a bad thing, I think it's really damn cool. Nick Fury had another major presence in Spider-Man Far From Home, not stealing entirely of the main spotlight from Spidey, but still there. While Spider-Man No Way Home involved Doctor Strange and its very premise, it's been a reoccurring trope, and also with the fact that it had also included other Spider-Man characters, like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's return to their roles as well. That's not to complain, it does take away that spotlight though from Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and it's a reoccurring trope as I had mentioned, and many fans are starting to take issue with it. This was essentially and especially the case with Iron Man and Spider-Man's relationship, especially since the draw of Spider-Man since the Silver Age of comics was that he was a young hero who wasn't a sidekick and something of his own. Now that there are rumors that this trend will continue in the next Spider-Man movie, unfortunately though, despite the hero now being set up to be operating on his own a little bit more, especially given that quote-unquote soft reboot at the end of No Way Home. These substantial rumors include Spidey teaming up with fellow big hero Ant-Man. This makes little sense and is further proof that these rumors may be baseless. Nevertheless, they're simple rumors, so take them with a grain of salt. These same rumors suggest that another street-level hero also may join the Web Slinger and Ant-Man. While this isn't confirmed by any means, it would make many MCU fans' dreams finally come true. And you're thinking of exactly who I'm thinking of as well, that there would be Daredevil, and it honestly does make a lot of sense. The direction and stepping stone that the Echo show recently had offered, now it's on Marvel, or on Disney Plus much rather, for what's to come with street-level heroes, especially surrounding this main villain of Kingpin here, also kind of laying that groundwork for the new Daredevil Born Again show as well. Many fans are believing that the Daredevil Born Again show is going to lead into those events of Spider-Man 4, and kind of really bring together the street-level side of things for the overall MCU. Not only is Daredevil Born Again going to work as a stepping stone for Spider-Man 4, but with also The Punisher and Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, those other Netflix Daredevil Defender heroes. The only Marvel character that fans really want to see Spidey interacting with is Charlie Cox's version of Matt Murdock, or the Daredevil. Debuting in an acclaimed Daredevil Netflix TV series, this take on the classic comic book is beloved by many, as was to his show and all of his other MCU appearances thus far, in She-Hulk, No Way Home, and in Echo. His more grounded, street-level pursuits were a stark contrast to the more over-the-top nature of most Marvel Cinematic Universe projects, and due to this, many still question how well he actually fits alongside other MCU heroes. I just recently discussed this in another video here on the channel, go check it out. Still, if there's one character that he still fits in with though, however, it's gotta be Spider-Man. If it's not Spider-Man, it's Deadpool. The two are both fairly street-level characters, especially since Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man is now on his own, and without the help of Tony Stark or the Stark technology, also kind of erasing him from the mind of everyone. This is why they've frequently have interacted within the comics. It would be a straight comic pull, with their team-ups usually seeing them crowned Marvel Knights. Likewise, they've shared major villains as well, in the form of Kingpin especially. And even if he isn't necessarily a major presence, Daredevil, in Spider-Man 4, it makes more sense for Daredevil to show up in the fourth Marvel Studios Spider-Man movie than really anyone else. Spidey has no real ties to heroes such as Thor, Captain Marvel, or others, or Ant-Man for that matter, and trying to force such a bond now feels incredibly forced and just out of place. Even with younger heroes, such as Miss Marvel, it's highly unlikely that Spidey himself will be dragged down to accommodate his proverbial guest star. Likewise, Miss Marvel isn't exactly a major draw, especially following that poor reception and box office performance of The Marvels. All in all, Spider-Man, if he absolutely must have a guest star, needs someone who will complement his world and help him to develop it more than of what it's already done. Even though these are simple rumors and simple concepts even, especially right now. We're still like a year, 2 years out from Spider-Man 4's release in 2025 or in 2026, and it definitely is exciting to hear little bits of tropes and rumors here and there about this upcoming installment of Spider-Man and his future, of exactly what we're discussing and covering here on the channel, as we do with all types of Marvel-related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. We'll continue to keep you guys updated with it and everything else in a Marvel Cinematic Universe. I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an official MCU. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Peace out.